He is no longer called Amad Diallo. His name is the African Giant. Listen, how coaches can really kill talent. Eric Ten Hag was destined to kill Amad Diallo. This boy was frustrated. He was frowning all the time. Look, since Ruud van Nistelrooy took over as interim manager, Amad Diallo has been happy, and we've seen his happiness translate into hard work, which has translated into a man of the match performance against this small Paok in a game that had become difficult for Manchester United. Welcome to the United of Sport. Here is my match reaction and player ratings of our 2-0 win over Paok. Clearly, Amad Diallo was man of the match by far. His desire, his spirit, his fight from the start of the game, he was creating things, beating off people. He made the right wing exciting, taking on people. He was denied a penalty. He still went on, kept doing the same things, trying to play good, smart passes, linking up his teammates, not selfish at all. But then, second half, chooses to take things in his own hands, leave alone the header from that cross. Of course, I think should have been Bruno who swung it in. But that second goal for me was a typical goal of a Manchester United player. The desire and fight, the effort he put into, he was almost fouled. He first fought for the ball. He was beaten by the man, pulled, attempted a bit, went into a tussle with him, as if pulled him but didn't, beat him. Then they were pulling him to bring him down. He fell, he refused to go down, to dive. He went strongly for goal. What a goal. What a beauty of a goal that he scored. Clearly, this boy has been sad for so long, but after him being released by Ruud van Nistelrooy, we clearly see the talent that Eric Ten Hag was killing on the bench. I said it here, Amad Diallo was the player who was going to get Eric Ten Hag sacked, and indeed it happened. Failure to make the right decisions and play the best players. What a performance from this young lad. But he's not alone. I think by our current standards, of course, I don't want to go into the negative of Man United failing to make light work of a team like Paok when Chelsea, their second team, was putting five past perhaps even a lesser opponent in Noah, some Noah from Armenia, the club they were beating. But listen, I thought it was uh, a fair performance. You thought that we had good moments where we had good patterns, were more balanced a bit. Never mind Paok getting their spaces and getting several shots at goal. Andre Onana, listen, Amad Diallo won us the game. Andre Onana kept us in the game. The saves he made, it was a day for these boys for I think to shine. Andre Onana is increasingly doing great things effortlessly. He's so effortless in how he saves us lately. He makes smart saves without trying so hard. He's just different. You love to look at Andre Onana play. You love to see him lately. And the other thing I noticed in this game is that actually our team can play back three, because for several moments in that game we are playing with three at the back. And whereas we looked a bit shaky at times, but I thought Lindelof and Evans is a class act. Evans is just a class act. Gets better with age, like fine wine. What a player Evans is. He doesn't get enough credit. And of course, in such a game where Ahmad just outshone everyone, it's difficult not to mention Evans. But what a player, what a performance. But Lindelof as well had a decent game. I think Ruben Amorim won't get a lot of trouble actually teaching these players to play back three. I actually think Ruud van Nistelrooy has been trying to prepare them for the same. Probably they are communicating with Amorim already, because I felt like for several moments in this game, Diogo Dalot was cutting into the midfield and we were left playing with the back three, and we looked decently okay with it for a team that has not been playing like that for so long. So I feel for me, this game, again, not the best of performances, but it makes for a good foundation for our new boss to come in and pick up from. But in terms of player ratings, I would start with Andre Onana. I would give him 7.5 out of 10. He was, for me, our second best player after Amad Diallo. I go into the back line. Lindelof, I would give him a 7 out of 10. Evans, I would give him a 7.3 out of 10, because he was better than Lindelof, but not better than Onana. Then Mazraoui, decent, 6.5 maybe out of 10. And then, of course, Licha later came on, was good, was a beast still in the middle. After coming on as a sub, I would give Licha, with his substitute cameo, I would give him perhaps a 6.5 as well out of 10. In the middle, Ugarte again was doing the hard work, running around. You really you don't just obviously see what Ugarte does in the team, but the hard work he has just organizes us in the middle. Brings that energy that Casemiro doesn't have no more. So I would give Ugarte 6.5 out of 10. I would give Ugarte 6. Casemiro, I would give Casemiro say 6.5 because I thought in the first half he tried to try to create things here and there. He was quite animated, I felt. Bruno Fernandes, he assisted. I would give Bruno 6.8 out of 10. I think it was slightly better than Casemiro. I thought, without a shadow of a doubt, Alejandro Garnacho was still our worst player. And I think he's just making a bad name for himself, spoiling everything good he did in the past under Eric Ten Hag. I think he thought he was the Ten Hag kid, but now that Ten Hag is not there, he's even getting more and more exposed. I think, he's even Bruno was frustrated with him and was shouting at him. This is the second game where a senior player is backing at this kid. It doesn't look good on him. That's so dangerous for him. And I credit Ruud van Nistelrooy for finally substituting him. I would give him a 4.5 out of 10. For me, it was below average. I actually reached a point where you saw that United players did not want to pass the ball to Alejandro Garnacho. I think he has just been so wasteful and he becomes a menace for everyone. Hoyland was not getting a service, trying to drop back deep and find the ball, dropping passes. I would give Hoyland a 5. He was also frustrated in himself. Our second worst player, I think, on the night. But then the man of the match, Amad Diallo, 9.5 out of 10 by far. 9.5. He was near perfect. For me, everything he touched for me was good. Even the few balls he dropped were not because he was doing bad. I think he was trying to do a good thing, but it didn't work out in the end. That's how I'll cut him off in terms of the 0.5. But I thought he was amazing, beyond excellent, beyond exceptional. So that is it for you. Of course, the whole team performance, not the best. This was Paok, really. This is a team we should have been obliterating easily. But I guess we now realize that with Man United, there are no easy games. So you want to take a win, and with all the respect you should take. But also remember, this is our first win in 10 games in Europe. So Eric Ten Hag must have been watching this game and thinking, of course, there are several mistakes I made, things that perhaps I could have changed and stayed a bit longer at the team. But what a performance. Ruud van Nistelrooy is yet to lose a game as interim manager. His last is coming in 2 days. That's on the 10th against Leicester City. Seal it there, and we're smiling all the way into the hands of Ruben Amorim. My name is Webb. Like, share, and subscribe. United, as we speak now, has climbed up the log in terms of the league phase of this Europa League. We are at least now somewhere respectable, I must say. We are 3 points off the top 8, which is, of course, the ultimate prize at this stage. You want to be among the top 8 so that you're, of course, given a good classification. So, as it is now, Manchester United is lying 15th, and we are in the blue phase now. We are 15th with 6 points. Now, the top 8 are 10 points. The top 8 at 3 points clear at 9 points. So that's FCSB. So clearly we are not so far off. We are climbing. It's a tight battle and there's still quite a number of games to go. So we are still in the race. We should celebrate this W as we must. My name is Webb. Like, share, and subscribe. Drop down a comment and let me know how you rate the performance of our African giants.